Yeah, my name's Dave Hill. Yeah, and whatever, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. I originally designed all of the Summit gear through DCL 200 and do some work for other people. I have Crane Song. I have a new company called Hill Designs, which has a plug-in and a mic pre that's being just released. And with Avid, I did the Heat code, and it was great fun. Really good people to work with. It was really a lot of fun. I'd do it again in a minute. You know, it was just great. Europa. Okay, so it's a very clean mic pre that has 1 dB steps of gain up to 66 dB. It has an instrument input that you can select, but it also has a speed control, an even harmonic control, and an odd harmonic control. And you can use those in combination, and they interact with each other to create different sounds. The speed control is sort of like a slew rate. It will slow down wave shapes, it will slow down attack kind of things, smooth things out, and then the even harmonic control, adds a lot of second harmonic and some other stuff. The odd harmonic control adds mostly thirds and fifths and that kind of thing. It gets to be a very complex kind of thing, and with the combination of all of them, one of the things that happened while I was working with it in the studio was I was doing a folk thing, a female voice and a guitar, and using it on the vocal, and I had this 1950s vintage Frank Sinatra kind of vocal sound going, because of what you could do with the controls. So, and her voice was a little thin to start with, and being able to come back and get that kind of sound it's a really good thing. Yeah, and then the new plugin is, it's a non-linear compression sort of thing. And if you're used to looking at a compression curve, so we got linear input to output relationship. It's a direct relationship. You can take peaks down with it and be not very aggressive, or aggressive enough that it limits the peaks to about -10 full scale. You also can bring the low-level information up, so it's like a low-level compression kind of thing. And then you can reduce the top peak or the bottom peak. Both of these controls end up adding even harmonic content, but you can use them all together, all in relationship to each other. So you can, create some fairly complex non-linearity distortion kind of things, and you'd be surprised sometimes you can do such nasty things and hardly hear it, and sometimes you do just a little bit, and then distortions just don't react the way you think they do. And part of it, the difficulty in doing this sort of thing, or like even the preamp with the speed control, is you can go to engineering school and you can learn how to make good things, but they don't teach you how to make things that distort, They don't teach you how to do this weird kind of stuff. So you have to develop the methods, and bottom line with it is, once you have a circuit working, you have to spend months listening to it to know that it actually works. And that's the biggest part of what I do, is I listen a lot. And Heat's really a lot more refined. It's really fine-tuned to work as part of a mix, but part of the mixer, and it also doesn't have some of the potential overload problems. It's a little bit smoother, and it's actually easier to operate if you're going to try and use it across multiple channels. You've got one set of controls with it, so it makes things really a lot easier. And it, being there's two sides with the control. The one side gives you just the tape machine part of it, which is sort of the direction Phoenix is in, but the other side gives you the tape machine plus the analog electronics, which Phoenix doesn't do that portion of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.